Hey everyone, Mark Brown here with 11 Aviation. I spent the better part of the last decade with the aircraft OEM that builds the Kodiaks, and I've flown them all around the world. I've been lucky enough to fly them in 56 countries, and I've got about 7,500 hours flying Kodiak 100s, 900s, and the Kodiak on floats. I absolutely love this airplane, and about a year ago I decided to jump and start my own company specializing in single-engine turboprops. My goal with 11 Aviation is to be a turboprop and single-engine turboprop expert and help people buy airplanes, help people sell airplanes, and we also help people manage and get training in them. Here we are inside of serial number 146. This is a Kodiak 100 Series 1 2015 model. This airplane was spec'd with the full Summit interior, 6 passenger seats, both sidewall tables and cabinets in the cool gray interior. Back in 2015, the Kodiak 100s came with 3 interior options. There was a Tundra interior, Timberline, or top of the line Summit. This top of the line Summit has 6 passenger seats, 2 crew seats. The passenger seats are configured in a club style configuration for rows 1 and 2, and then row 3 is a forward facing row behind the club. These sidewall tables are really nice. You can pull them out. You've got ones on either side, so you can play cards with your kids, you can work on a laptop. It makes the interior more business jet-like. What I personally like about the Summit interior in the Kodiak 100s is they didn't go overboard with it. It's not a business jet-like interior. It's still refined, yet it still has the durability and still has the kind of bush nature of what the Kodiak 100 is all about. So you can sit in comfort, yet you're not in a business jet interior in a bush plane. A couple other features that serial number 146 has is it has 10-place oxygen, which means it also has the 115 cubic foot oxygen bottle. So up on the roof, there's 10 oxygen hookups. Even though we only have 8 seats, in the other interior options, you can put in 10 total seats, so there's 10 hookups for the oxygen. This has USB ports in both the passenger compartment and the pilot compartment. The Summit interior also came standard with the non-stick flooring with the carpet, the button-out carpet, which is really nice. Again, you can choose to operate this airplane, even though it has the executive interior. You could take all these seats out, you could take the carpet out, and you'd have a good cargo bush plane. Or, and configured like this, it's super nice, comfortable, quiet for more of an executive passenger transport configuration. This particular airplane also has the optional air conditioning. And of course you have all these PSU vents throughout the cabin. The air conditioning in the Kodiak 100s back in 2015 had dual evaporators. So you have an evaporator in the rear and one up front. It's an engine-driven compressor. So the engine has to be running for the AC to work. However, you do have 2 evaporators, so the passenger compartment and the pilot compartment all get cooled very well. The AC in the Kodiaks works better than most other turboprops that I have experience with. The interior also has LED center lights as well as LED lights for each passenger seat. It has the composite interior plus the extra sound dampening, so the airplane, for all intents and purposes, is quite quiet. You can sit in the passenger compartment without headsets, but there are headset jacks if you do decide that you want to have headsets on. There's cup holders at every seat, and there's also electric heating throughout the rear of the airplane. This particular airplane, they got a cargo net from Cargo Systems, so this does come equipped with a cargo net for the rear compartment. So I'm here in the cockpit of serial number 146. This is a 2015 Kodiak 100 Series 1. So every Kodiak in existence came with the G1000. So this has the regular G1000. The NXI wasn't released until 2018. So this is the regular G1000. This has the Garmin Autopilot, so GFC 700 Garmin Autopilot. This airplane, as of right now, it's still being flown quite a bit of the owner, but it has just over 1,500 hours, 1,540 to be exact. A lot of people don't realize this. The Kodiak 100s have 2 time gauges, and I get a lot of questions on why that is. But everything in the Kodiak 100, including engine time, per the aircraft maintenance manual, the AMM, goes based on flight time. Some people also know that as Hobbs time. There is a block time gauge, and that works off an oil pressure gauge. That's your engine time specifically. However, the engine time technically per overhaul and everything else is the same as the flight Hobbs time. So in this airplane, everything goes off of the flight time, which is 1,540 hours. And that is as of January 2024. A couple other things, this has the touchscreen ECS system. Again, we talked about this has the optional air conditioning package. We have TKS on this airplane as well. So you can see down here in your blue, these are all your TKS gauges. So this is a flight into no nice airplane. This has 750 horsepower. This is a -34 PT6. All Kodiak 100s to date have been -34s, 750 horsepower. This has the 3 analog standby gauges, mid-continent standby gauges. Serial number 146 has some additional options from the factory. So this aircraft was spec'd with the GTS 800 traffic, as well as the WX 500 storm scope. This also has the GDL 69A XM weather. That is the LRU that allows XM radio and weather to be put into the G1000. This airplane also came with the 406 megahertz GPS ELT, and this also has the chart view enable card for chart view on the G1000. All Kodiaks were delivered standard equipment with the synthetic vision, but this airplane also has a synthetic vision and still has the SD card in it. Like I had mentioned back there, we have the larger oxygen bottle for full 1800 PSI capacity for the 10-place oxygen. This has the -34 engine, 750 horsepower. All Kodiaks have that. This does as well. Yeah, it's in really great shape. It's been kept very nice. It's on its 3rd owner, and we're looking for its 4th.